To start, when I come up to the ATM, let's say that I'm a customer of this bank that owns this ATM. So I've got an On Us card, which means the card matches the bank. If I could tap the card if I wanted, but today I've got a magstripe only card, so I'll be inserting. At this point, I'm offered with a language selection between English and Spanish. In the future, we're considering supporting more languages, but for now, I'll just go ahead and stick with English. At this point, I can enter my PIN, and because my bank has issued my card, I know it's a 4-digit PIN, so it'll automatically enter after I enter the 4 digits. That was a quick screen, but for a moment it said verifying your PIN, and at that point it's going out and verifying against the card schemes that I have the correct PIN and that I'm the right user for this card, and then actually going to my bank's core where all the data is stored and downloading all the accounts that I have associated with my card. So today I have a check to deposit, so I'll go ahead and do that. And once I get to the account selection screen, I can see the actual accounts that have been downloaded from my card. And I can review the balances quickly here as well, both available and current, if available. Today I'll be going ahead and depositing this into my savings account, and I'm going to print this with the actual check image on it for my own reference. Now, locally at the ATM, it's reading the check and making sure it's a valid check and that it can read all the amounts on it. This time it has done it correctly, but if needed, I could edit this amount. There are quite a bit of rules and validations that are optional around editing the amount that can be decided by the financial institution. But this read it correctly, so I'm just going to go ahead and confirm this check deposit. And this will actually be going out to the core and updating my available and current balances for this savings account that I've deposited to. And then I get my receipt that does include my check image. At this point, I'm given the option to either continuing depositing checks or cash, or returning to the main menu and doing other transactions. I'm going to go back to the main menu, which requires me to re-enter that PIN, and we'll go to the core and get my new updated balances. I've deposited that checks in order to make a payment to a loan account that I have associated with this card. So I'll go ahead from that savings account that I've just updated the balance of to pay off my car loan. I'm just going to pay off $200 of it right now and print another receipt for that for my records. I see that my payment is successful and I have my receipt to keep. I'll go ahead and do one more transaction, as I'd like to have a little bit of cash on me as well. Once again, it'll update all those balances for that loan account and for that savings account, so that when I do my cash withdrawal, I'll have the most up-to-date values, which I can see here. So I'll withdraw from that savings account. I'm just going to get $40. I'm going to do this. I'm presented with a couple of options, either getting just 20s, a variety of bills, or I can fully customize the bills that I'd like to receive. At this point, though, I'm just going to get 20s. So I've received my cash and my receipt, and at this point my session will be concluded at the ATM. I'll go ahead and insert my card into the ATM. Select English again. Enter my PIN. Or once again, it'll go to my core and download all the accounts associated with my card. I'm looking to do a transfer and take some money from my savings account and put it into my checking account, which we can quickly review the balance of now. And I'm just going to go ahead and transfer $35 into my checking account. I've received my receipt, and afterwards I have the option to continue chaining transactions, which will require my PIN re-entry just in case I walk away from the terminal before seeing that screen. Now that I've transferred some money into my checking account, I'm going to go ahead and do a fast cash withdrawal. Just for $20. And I just want 120 as opposed to having a pile of ones. Now that I have my cash and my receipt, I can be on my way. Edge Connect and Edge Now provide seamless, user-friendly self-service banking experiences featuring expansive transaction options. Whether it's deposits, transfers, payments, or withdrawals, our solution makes a visit to the ATM more convenient and productive for your account holders.